This trail is more than 125 years old, and few people hike it. Why? I don't know. It's almost perfect.
Now I got here extra early because the parking can be pretty competitive, especially on the weekends. It's 6:40 and already the lot is pretty much filled up.
Directions to the Chantry Flat parking lot are in the description. As for the trailhead, we start downhill from the parking area toward where we drove in. It's never a bad idea to know what the fire danger is. Yeah, that's not great. At this gate, we turn left and continue on the Gabriel National Recreation Trail. After descending for about 15 minutes, we cross Winter Creek on a makeshift bridge. The previous one, which was much nicer, is now a bit of a wreck.
After about 3/4 of a mile, we come to this trail junction. Just continue straight to Sturtevant Falls. So far, pretty easy hiking, but don't get used to it. Incidentally, behind me is the Winter Creek Trail, which goes to Mount Wilson. My link to my video of that trip is in the description.
Our route climbs gently as it runs through the big Santa Anita Canyon. Throughout much of the hike, we'll see these dams that were built in the 1960s to keep all the usual debris that lets loose and heavy rain from clogging the big Santa Anita Dam reservoir downstream.
Watch for this trail on the left, which we take. We've got some climbing to do from here. Now, until recently, this sign included a closure notice for Mount Zion, which got scorched in the 2020 Bobcat fire. Volunteers rebuilt the trail, and it's now open for business. By the way, if we continue down the trail, about a half mile, we end up at Sturtevant Falls. It's worth the detour, but we were there recently and we don't need to see it again so soon. A link to my video for that trip is in the description. As we climb, we pass the sad remnants of private cabins that burned in the Bobcat fire. Originally, there were 220 cabins built in the 1910s and 1920s. There are only less than 79 left. Fires and floods have been picking them off one by one.
The trail from here ascends above the Santa Anita Wash at what I would call a moderate pace. The route has 3 official names: the Sturtevant Trail, the Silver Moccasin Trail, and the Gabriel National Recreation Trail. The latter runs 28.5 miles from Altadena to Chantry Flat. Supposedly, you could do all that in one day, but it's probably better completed as a 3 or even 4-day backpacking trip. I have got to try that one of these days. Stay tuned.
Now after about 2.5 miles since we started, we come to Falling Sign Junction. Don't ask me what this means. I don't know. I guess I could come up with a plausible explanation. Google AI suggests it might be a misremembered name. In any event, we continue on to Spruce Grove Campground.
The climbing continues with a crossing or two of the Santa Anita Wash. For a rest stop, there's this table at the Cascade picnic area with an artificial waterfall for atmosphere.
After 3.5 miles, we come to Spruce Grove Campground, where there are 7 campsites. It's pretty basic here, with no piped-in water or trash pickup. You do get a picnic table and a compost toilet. First come, first served.
A few minutes later, the path climbs into a far more upscale place to spend the night.
Compared to other structures built here in the mountains over the years, it's amazing how Sturtevant Camp has managed to survive the various fires that sweep through here. Okay, part of it was destroyed in the Bobcat fire, which closed it for 4 years, and it reopened in 2025. The camp was built in 1893, back when walking into such a place was a popular thing. It's still a walk-in only facility. Max capacity, 34 people. Now keep in mind, there is no cell phone service. There are only a few electric outlets. You cook your own meals, and dogs are not allowed as guests. Now, if you want more information, I've included a link in the description.
After we walk through the camp, passing a cabin supposedly reserved for newlyweds, head down the trail to the creek. A junction immediately follows and we bang a sharp left. Just past this trail sign, the route curves right and steeply ascends for a moment before easing up. While parts of it are a tad narrow and eroded, the trail is completely passable and a pleasant hike. After maybe a half hour, we come to this spur trail to the left, marked by a historical marker. The Mount Zion summit awaits. Signs of the Bobcat fire that wiped out the manzanita up here are everywhere. and of course the inevitable renewal. A minute or two later, there's the indistinct peak.
Yay!
15,432 steps.
For a relatively stumpy peak, the views from Mount Zion are pretty amazing. There's Mount Harvard, Mount Wilson, and for a reminder of what we left a few hours ago, the smog in the San Gabriel Valley.
Well, I guess we have to go back down.
We have to go back down
We
to
have
get
to go
home.
get back down.
Back at the junction, we continue left for a mile or so of steep descent, losing about 1,000 feet.
By the way, this trail was originally built by Wilbur Sturtevant in 1896 for people going to his camp. Fires and landslides destroyed it about 80 years ago, and then it was rebuilt in 1985.
The trail eventually re-enters the forest where it gets a little sketchy at times as we cling to the sandy hillside. Falling is not an option.
Okay, this next part is a little confusing. Once you get down to just above Hoagie's camp, there is a junction. This sign is at ankle height, and when you first come down, you see the back of it, so you don't even know what's on it, and you could even miss it because it's so low into the ground. But what you want to do is at this sign, make a hard right. That's all you need to do. So after quarter to a third of a mile, we come to this sign. This means we go left, and we have about 3 miles to the parking lot.
Contrary to the assumption we should be going down, the trail climbs for a bit before reaching an easy traverse of the slope that will continue for the rest of the hike. Even after seeing the parking lot not far below us, the walking continues for a lot longer because it goes in and out of small canyons. Once at the trailhead, we still have to go down a beat-up asphalt road. Look for this boulder on the left and a trail beside it. It's a handy shortcut to the parking lot. We turn left at this fence, then continue down through the picnic area and to the parking lot.
Whew! That was a wonderful hike.